Alright, hello everyone, welcome to the channel here on VRML 3. I'm back again. Palidore is the name, please wear it out. It's an old thing, that Pally. So, we are ready to begin here soon enough with this match between Mach 5 and Power. Got quite a bit of hype votes on the match page. Looking for my words there. But, yeah, I thought I was done for the night, maybe. There was a lot of matches on a lot of channels, but then I saw that. 20-something hype votes. Uncasted. Shame. Can't leave that unaddressed. So, here I am, and here they are. The teams were very responsive very quickly, so it all worked out. And when I say here I am, I mean here. Here I am. There we go. Now I'm on cams. Anyway, what's up, Squam Dash? Can't play because I'm on cooldown. Well, that's not good. I would ask, but maybe I don't want to know. But look at it this way. Now, I'm not playing either, not anymore, right? So you get to be part of the audience with me. You and I here. Just the two of us. I can't remember the lyrics of that song, but anyway. Tried singing it earlier. It's one of those songs like I've heard here and there, but it's just once you're off of TikTok, you never remember how it goes. Anyway. Regardless, I'm happy to be here to stream these two teams, both in Gold. Yeah, Gold Division. 5-2 for Mach 5 and 5-2 for Power, actually. So even up on the records, having a lot of success for both these teams. And actually, Power, well, I've streamed a couple times already by chance. By chance, I mean largely because I think their matches have been getting a decent amount of votes, hype votes. Like I said, folks, those hype votes on the website, they matter. I look at those. They're not going to guarantee you a stream, but you know, if certain matches have a lot more votes than the other, it definitely gets looked at and factored in heavily, dependent on what else is happening and in those time slots. So, hey, these teams want to be casted. I want to cast them. That's how it goes. Didn't do anything. Well, that doesn't sound right. Either way, though, unfortunately and fortunately, I am not a moderator. I am but a caster and a fan. An occasional board member, but don't be confused with a mod. So, I cannot help the case, but what I can offer you, good sir, and or madam, and or otherwise, is a good stream. Good cast, fun cast. So join me. Join me. Whether you're on VRML 1, 2, or 3, because we do have all of them rolling right now. Been good. Always a fun time. So, I can only imagine you'll be rooting for Power here. Alright, so here we go. Off to the races, and first joust, gonna be, well, actually just lost in the middle still. Hanging out there, just like the two of us, right? Hanging out. Slap shot there, just about on, but tad too much to the right. And that's gonna be cleared by Bloop. Bloop on that one. Grab here, re-grabs in fact from Siren, and nuclear reaction. Couldn't get rid of it fast enough, so now the reaction time from Bloop! Bloop for the 2. So I know, the discussion will continue, much like the past Power streams. What is the Bloop shot? What is Bloop? Who is Bloop? Why is Bloop? We shall see. But Siren here with a launch quickly down to the stream, and on the stream, Ryan and Kana trying to catch up to it, and Ryan doing justice to him. So supplying that shot over, that pass over to nuclear reaction. Nuclear having it stolen, however. And that is a steal. Good one from Superfly. Couldn't get the clear. Still yet, though, Bloop there on the recover. That's going to softly make its way down into the wedge. Side wall. Kanake has to be careful. Able to find the back pass. Nicely done. Trying to hit Siren up there, but it still will get to Kana nonetheless. Now Kana over to Ryan. Ryan off that backboard. Could it be? Yes, sirree. It's a 3. Ryan JS puts them up by 1. The defense did get there, but only right as it was sailing in and couldn't quite react fast enough. So great hit coming in. So launching out now, Bloop inverted there on the ceiling, has XZ on one side, trying to pass it into the tunnel, nobody really home, trying to break up the stacks though, and meanwhile in the front line, Superfly catching up to it, trying to hand it off, but too far behind on the catch. So another take back there. Now that shot is out from Kana. Ryan may just have this, has a little bit of time, but look at that, 3 defenders all sailing into the goal, so resulting in this reset back to Kana. Kanake in the midfield. 3 players in the bubble offensively, but nobody there on the pass, unfortunately, so a little straight. Contesting it well, though, is Ryan, but Ryan being stunned by Bloop. And already I can say Bloop has been all over the place in terms of just getting the hands where they need to be. Bloop there, getting the shot where it needs to be. Oh no, Nuclear, I think, had a save potentially. But instead it blew up, much like a nuke. And those are the reactions that you don't want to see. But nonetheless, a score from Bloop, more or less. Up by 1, 3 minutes into the first round here on Channel 3. A Gold Division match. quickly down the floor. Superfly doing a nice job to stun. But same thing here for Ryan, who stuns, knocks the disc free, looks for the open teammates, and just makes it in time as well. Again off the backboard, right before it could be saved. So I'm liking what I'm seeing here from Mach 5. They are definitely just fast enough. And as I was informed also in Twitch chat just the other day, because someone was talking about Mach 5 in the Twitch chat maybe 1-2 days ago. And informing me, yeah, Mach 5, speed, what, 5 times speed of sound? Something of the sort. I don't know. It's been a while, right? So I couldn't quite remember what that meant. But now I know. See, Twitch educates me sometimes. I try to educate about the teams and the streams here for Echo. But then for other things, that's why I got you guys. You can tell me exactly what the speed of sound is and how Mach 5 is 5 times faster than that. Swoosh over down to XZ. XZ looking for a 2-point play, but denied by Siren. Finding that goal, denying that goal rather, and finding the disc before a backwards ejection there on the clear. Giving themselves an opportunity, but the stun just as quickly takes it right from behind with the stuns, and now Ryan with the disc back again. So stuns followed by stuns on top of stuns. But nuclear reaction working their way up the floor. They got 2 players in goal, one on the backwards reset if they need it. Will actually just be a self pass. Why not? A little juke. A 1 pass. Beautiful. 8-4, and Mach 5 up by 4. That was a great move from Nuclear Reaction, though. Totally enabled that play thanks to the juke on the post, hesitation move, duck beneath, and then you would think in most situations, most players would shoot that shot, right? But then going for the team play, opting to give 1 extra pass to basically turn a decent shot attempt into a almost guaranteed shot attempt from that backboard, offering no time for the goalie to save that. So beautifully done, and another one, Siren. And that is 3 times now, 3 times that Power has been almost there. I mean, they have been right within inches of a save, right in that goal, but narrowly missing each one. And with that, a technical timeout, it looks like, or tactical timeout, I should say, being taken. And that is a very smart move from Power, recognizing that something in their game plan is just going a little bit off, going a little bit wrong. So they want to take a minute to breathe, calm it down, and re-strategize. So smart move here from Power. Meanwhile, Mach 5, I mean, everything's going exactly according to their plan on these goals. Really putting on a burst of them in the last few minutes. What's up? Oh, more people in the chat. How about that? 17 now, and again, we're on channel 3 here because we have channel 1 and 2 going on pretty much all night long, so got your big fill of VRML tonight, but thanks for joining. JD, as always, is here. Can't not say that when you're in the Twitch chat, but welcome, JD. JDG. Or what was it that Dimwee called you on the, I think it was Dimwee. Might have been someone else. Called you in, I think, like one of your first casted matches. JD Jish here or something like that. Can't remember who it was, but I do remember that. Anyway. Average Toast as well, who is also on the roster here, I believe. Yeah, for Mach 5, so I was correct. Odd Sloth, welcome to the Twitch chat, and also on Mach 5, so hey, it's a Mach 5 party of 5 in the Twitch chat. Thanks for joining. I hope you guys are doing well. See, a Thomas, or a Thomas, Adamus, Nuclear Reaction, any relation? No. Thomas, 1013. Also cheering on. So yeah, we got a full party. It's alive here in Twitch. Glad to see. And this is why we want to stream many teams as possible through all the ranks, right? Because it's one of the nicer parts, getting to see the newer faces to the Twitch. So if you like what you see, enjoy it. Well, good. Done my job. And consider sticking around, of course, and tuning in when we stream all the time, every night, across our different channels, as Bloop takes the disc. So let's see if that timeout does pave the way. As a little dribble move, getting fancy with the fingers, but the disc doesn't linger all too long as Superfly takes it over, looking for the pass. So the right idea, but not the execution they needed. Still, though, the game plan is there. Just couldn't quite find the actual connection, and that's kind of the story of this match so far, because otherwise Power, as I've mentioned, casted in before and kind of expecting some good moves from them as they'll move in for a goal on the side of Mach 5, unable to convert on it. It's Swoosh being converted on with a stun, that is, as Bloop takes it away, clears it away. So put that on layaway. They're going to make a dive into that goal off a good leech from Superfly. Kanake taking position as well as Siren, and now rotating off. So good communications from these teams. We have a 2-on-2 in the goal potentially. There's that cross. Oh, and the slap. Bloop for the 2. That was a beautiful, beautiful hit. Taking full advantage before any of the other defenders can get back into the goal. The only thing I would say for Mach 5 they could have done differently, perhaps, the goalie diving on that one, right? Because the pass did come from far enough out that it may have been diveable, and diving upon that would have meant a stun on the receiver and no chance at the disc. Or if you dive on the disc, just the same. That said, they've got themselves a 4-point advantage for Mach 5, and looking to hang on to that, but opposite side for Power, looking up to turn the power level, looking to turn the power levels up. You know what I mean? Words. Sorry, I've casted a lot tonight, but trying to turn it up a bit here with less than 2 minutes or less than 3 minutes. They're still within reach, very much so. The last couple matches for Power, actually the last 4 matches for Power, they've won. So 4 in a row. Meanwhile, for Mach 5, they are 2-2 in their last 4 matches. So definitely a hot streak for Power. As I said, they've been something special on these streams. But Mach 5 trying to play spoiler and break that little streak that they've got going on, if they can. 2 minutes to make it happen. Now a stun there. Oh, the goal is going to be exposed. Leaving, and now heaving it into the arena for a 12-6 lead. Mach 5, as I said, they are dressed to impress here against this 4-win streak team. Both rosters, of course, do have that full 6-player squad. Full to the brim. You're seeing more of that, of course, on teams lately, and I think that's how Echo's going to be in general. In the past, not so much. You wouldn't have those loaded rosters, but now more people are more aware of having that full 4 or full 6, I should say, and just being able to have your choice of players to pick from, or even switch out on occasion. That's another thing. You see players between rounds sometimes rotating purposefully, not because of tech issues, but just because they can. Part of the strategy, right? Just siphon out maybe cold hands and siphon in some fresh legs. Things like that. XZ eyeing down that 3-point shot, and if it had not been for the barrier, might have been good. Still might be yet, though, as Swoosh makes their way into the goal. Hands off to XZ. A good move, and they bring themselves to 8. 12-8, that is. Less than a minute. They need to score twice still yet for Power. So priority for Mach 5, simply disc control. They don't need to score at this point. They can, but they don't need to. They just need to control the disc. And importantly, do not give any 3s in this situation. Make them, if they want to come back for Power, you want to make them score a couple 2s twice, or at the very least, right? You don't want to give them a chance at making a 3 and then coming back with a game winner after that. So with that said, a lot of clock was wasted there. And to the tune of a victory, it looks like it will be. Not going to need enough time for 2 goals, so round 1 going the way of Mach 5. One more score opportunity, however, to bring it ever the more close. XZ passing it over to the barrier, but beautiful coverage from Ryan. So making their way into the mid lane, and maybe even a mail slot just off that back. And that will conclude round 1, favoring Mach 5. See Average Toast there in the chat, as well as Jax and Thomas. Yeah, there you go. All the Mach 5 players and or fans and or both just ecstatic about this victory here in the first round. And yeah, I don't blame you. They played very well. And again, this is a hot team they're facing. Talking about Power, who've won their matches as of late, all up in a row. But both these teams on a pretty good streak there. I mean, Mach 5 started the season with 3 wins, dropped a couple there versus Giggles and Side Note, and coincidentally, I just streamed Giggles and Side Note today and yesterday. So 2 teams I'm familiar with, but had wins against Old and Feeble and a Ataraxia. Well, that's a tough one. Man, anyways. That aside, they've won the last couple of games. Power, in the meantime, have won against, side note, as I mentioned, streamed them as well earlier in the week. Lightning Strikers, Ninetales, and Dimes. So they've had their success for sure. Their 2 losses were in week 1 or 2, it looks like, versus Team Sleep and Rhinos. So it's been a while since they've seen a loss. And, you know, with VRML and the ladder system outside the Master Division, you do climb, but as you keep climbing, it's going to get tougher and tougher to get those wins, right? Because the other teams you're facing are also going to be teams who have had success in recent weeks and had success versus the teams that are positioned, you know, close to them in the ladder. So definitely a case where you can only climb for so long until eventually you're either going to start meeting your matches, so to speak, or if you're good enough, just keep on climbing to Diamond and Master Division, right? Find yourself up there one day. A lot of the players you see now in Diamond and Master, they weren't playing competitively a year or 2 ago. Some of them weren't even playing competitively 6 to 12 months ago. So the door is wide open, and competition is better than ever amongst our, 400-some teams. Anyway, so a little bit of an extended intermission here. I actually see, on my end, Average Toast currently in the game. So maybe trying to be average coach, as he actually does just leave the arena, it seems like. So maybe, yeah, coming in between rounds just to offer a little bit of advice. And as I said, that is a dynamic and Echo arena that you did not used to see, but now you see much more of, more and more over the months. Players either swapping in to play, or even just coming in between rounds to offer some tips and offer some coaching. It's very interesting to kind of watch that development, but not surprising necessarily, right? Because Echo is so sport-like. So it very much takes after the real life, the traditional physical sports that you're used to. So it's a thing. It's a thing. Anyway, excuse my drinking, but yeah, a lot of casting, like I said. So must hydrate, must hydrate. See, Raptured also cheering them on. Techno Shock, Oddsloth, and there we go. Squam cheering on Power, and Wintry Ice as well. There we go. Now see, when it comes to me, I'm fans of, the way I work is I'm just a fan of whatever team happens to be coming from behind in a round, right? Or down one round. I cheer on the underdog, and then when the underdog changes, I switch. I'm fair weather like that. Or kind of reverse fair weather, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I was kind of wondering where all the Power fans were at, because we have an awful lot of Mach 5 fans, and I see why. But good to see some Power support in there also for both these teams as we get started on round number 2. So here we go, here we go. Wintry Ice saying we just scrim Power, got to root for them. Wintry Ice, I believe I saw you on a Jaywalker TikTok last night. Is that correct? Was that you? I think my memory serves. Anyways, Kanake over down to, who was that? My eyes are bad. Siren with a disc. Siren slapping it over to Kana again. Couldn't catch up to it. Hey, you know what? It's okay, Wintry. If you're on a highlight, you're on a highlight. Trying to make some highlights here, and there it is. Lighting up the goal, XZ. Great way for them to start after dropping the first round just by a short amount of points, a small amount of points, that is. It's always good to be able to either finish the losing round with the goal, or also to start the next round with the first goal. It's basically, it's setting the pace, setting the tone that, hey, we're not going to go down without a fight, you know? And that's exactly what they did there with for Power. Yeah, that was a pretty funny series of highlights there. And don't worry, because you would make one in 10,000 that Jaywalker's probably done stuff like that too. So, including me back in the day. That said, though, missing the disc there. Good stun. And defensively here for Mach 5, trying to get back into it. Swoosh, though, getting the disc, sending it off to the wedge. Superfly. Yeah, I remember when Jaywalker was just a wee laddie in the Echo scene. And oh, am I proud of where he's at now. Bloop there, throwing it down, though, right on the goalie, just eyeing them down, effectively a 1v1. Everyone else was trying to mark their players, but that just opened down the lanes for the walk-in, essentially. And if I know anything from these few matches that I have caught from Power is that Bloop is quite the striker. All talented players for sure, but Bloop is definitely the player there who will secure a lot of those goals at the end. With that, though, tapped into the orange end of the floor and down with some great speed. Nuclear reaction and Ryan. Good job on the grabs. We're trying to find the angle, but those dangerous midfield clears often will be turnovers a lot of the time, if there's a midfielder in there. I mean, and even if there's not a midfielder in there, there's so much geo in the mid that's also easy to have it just bounce and ricochet 5 different ways. So got to be careful with those clears for sure. Great hands from Nuclear. This time eyeing it down. Oh, trying for the ender move, but instead it's going to translate into an XZ goal. 6 uncontested points from Power. Much, much crisper in this second round. Crispier. Deep fried. Much like my casting right now. Getting towards the end of the night there, my voice is starting to fade. Just a little bit. Normally it wouldn't fade, but only because I haven't casted a lot this season. I think I gotta retrain the vocal muscles, you know? But at the moment, I gotta say Power is definitely muscling ahead and just enforcing themselves. As, again, a team that's not content with going down without a fight. No, they brought the fight. And they brought the power. So I'm gonna go call Vegeta. Because I need a reading right now. Soon enough, they'll be at 9 points. Not 9,000, but 9. And trying to deny that is Mach 5. So Siren walking it up. They have 1 on the shoulder, 1 on the backboard, 1 on the boot. Perfect positioning. Suffice to say, perfect saving and perfect grabbing back. Ryan. Everyone played that exactly how they needed to. The only crime there was basically the stun on the goalie. That was a fantastic save, but there was an instantaneous stun the moment that save came out. Didn't even give a time for a slap, really. So great grab, but just better reaction time from Ryan to secure the goal. Love to see it. Hate to see it if you're the goalies, of course. But if you're the offense, you love to see that. So swoosh with the disc here on this rollout, following the first 2 points for Mach 5. Making sure trying to make sure they don't get any more momentum behind them. That would be pertinent. Now back into the blue zone. That's going to be an open goal. Looks like if they can catch it. A little bit of misread. So the defense is there. Some jukes. Oh, a miss. A grab again there from Kana, but dislodging it. And yet again, dislodging it. So a lot of lodging and dislodging and disc lodging for that matter. But seeing if they can make a goal out of this one. Everyone in the bubble, it is turned frantic and it's turned over. Midfield clear, but no midfielder there, so that's quite all right. Gonna get caught up there. And what happened there? That was almost a super boost I just witnessed, was it not? Maybe my eyes are deceiving me. Nonetheless, they're gonna have some opportunities here for offense potentially. 2-on-2 inside the goal, but slapping it away. Swoosh here. Sending it over. Superfly sending it forward. Now XZ trying to hit the cutter. You saw it coming from a mile away. And Bloop trying to pull back away. 8-2. Okay, good. So you guys saw that too. Wintry did at least. I was thinking Super Boost. I don't actually know that Super Boost exists anymore. I know when I played, when I did some scrims like earlier in the year, I did get an actual Super Boost one time, like a legit not a lag boost, but like a Super Boost. Actually, do people even know what Super Boosts are anymore? I'm not sure they do. Most players probably don't, because it was for the most part patched out a long time ago. But there used to be a thing called Super Boost, where you can basically, if you re-grab a certain way, you would actually get an extensive amount of speed, and more than you should. It was something you could actually do on purpose to some degrees. But it was initially patched out quite a long time ago, but it still kind of existed for a little while. Like, it didn't totally go away, but I think after enough patches, it's finally pretty much gone. Although I still will stand by the fact that I got a legit Super Boost in a scrim like this year. At least once. It's happened. Anyways, yeah. Echo history, blah, blah, blah. But, you know. Yeah, there were some people, I mean, while it was still a thing, too, who actually made kind of purposeful jousts around it at times. Because, again, it was something you can trigger purposefully. Basically, you would time it So you time your pull when your teammate's pulling off the catapult. You time it so you're pulling off your teammate basically right after they pull. I mean, wow, that was not descriptive at all. That's literally all joust. But you would pull off basically at a very specific time in their pull, and then it would just give you like double the speed. And yeah, you can get some pretty good boost off of that. You can get down the floor in a hurry. In fact, if you want to go down deeper into Echo history, back in basically the first several months of Echo, there was also the 11.5 joust, the double tap joust. So you might remember, maybe not, the team in ESL Season 3 called 11.5. Well, the namesake for that is due to another type of kind of extra boost, where if you double grab a player before boosting off them, so literally you just grab a player, you quickly release your grip, and then you grip again and then let go again and pull off, you would actually also get an extra 1.5 meters per second on your boost. And that would apply either on the catapult as well as in the middle of the arena when you're just flying through the floor. So yeah, more Echo history for you as we continue this timeout. All interesting things. Who paused? I'm not sure. Hunting for broken mechanics. Well, I think they're not broken anymore, right? They finally, eventually got patched out. I remember when the 11.5 boost first got patched, I wasn't too happy about it, honestly. I mean, I wasn't toxic about it, but the game suddenly felt so much slower because I was so used to doing the double tap boost, and basically everyone in the entire game at that time was doing the double tap boost. Man, the game felt so much slower. Amazing what difference 1.5 meters per second could actually make. With that said, of course, game went 4v4 and got incredibly speedy in the later portions of Echo's existence. And well, here we are today, 2021, and having quite a bit of fun here on Channel 3. And maybe grab here. They can channel pass, but no, instead getting it stolen. Nuclear reaction deep down the field. They have 3 players boosting and 3 players all in the goal. Oh, little bit of rushed shots, but they'll make up for it there. Nuclear reaction. Good job to just position back and play cleanup duty a little bit. Cleanup duty. But 4 points differential here. Still plenty of time to go. All right, launching is blue. Got rid of it rather quickly, so this could be a turnover. Have to be careful. Ryan with a disc. Do not want to give them 2 in a row and do not want to give them that momentum. That said, the defense does get back in a hurry. And splinters off now. Actually, no, gets splintered back. I lied. Back to the backboard. That is a save, but what a dive coming out from Bloop. There's the dives I talked about. You see, when those passes come out from deep, outside that bubble, those are diveable passes, right? If you're a goalkeeper, if you're a bubble defender, and those long-range, mid-range passes come through, you want to dive on those, because basically you're forcing a player to either commit to shielding themselves or commit to the disc. But the problem is, if you dive out on them, they're basically in a catch-22. They either get stunned or they lose the disc to you. But that's the whole point of the dive defense, and that's something you see Master teams do incredibly well these days. I always like to credit, in VRML anyways, Synapse as being the team, aka Infinite, aka, well, many of things. Monarchy. I mean, they've been a lot of different names, but a lot of the same players. You know, the W's, Palace.com, so on and so forth. They were so good at the dive defense early in VRML, which is why they were also one of the top teams in early VRML, considered championship contenders. Now, a lot of developments since then, obviously, and a lot more teams are good at the dives. That said, not going to need to dive here. They just need to get back in the goal. They do. Superfly able to slap that before the recovery. So Bloop taking it, sending it over. There's the stacks, not getting the regrabs, however, but it might not matter. They still get there with about a second to spare. I have that back pass. Oh boy, made me nervous. Oh boy, I was right. Connor K, unfortunately, got stunned and it sailed in. Not the self-goal I was expecting, but a self-goal nonetheless. I guess I'd call it a premonition. Oh boy. Well. Unfortunate on that one, but hey, only a 2, and they're still up by 6 on the side of power. They're looking to force that 3rd round in the next minute. If they can hold on, hang on to this lead. Taken back by XZ. XZ trying to evade Ryan. Ryan, though, doing a great job finding him. Looking like a Ryan Rhino. Not even called Ryan Rhino anymore, but you know who I mean. That said, over to Ryan, and right behind the back it looked like. So hey, how about that? It's a 4-point game, but the time is ticking. 43 seconds, less than that actually. Squam asking what just happened. What was I freaking out about? A back pass to the goalkeeper on the orange side, and they got stunned, and the disc sailed into the goal, self-goal. That's what happened. That said, time is just about out here, so round 3 is looking like a inevitability, as it does sail right into the blue one more time. Still time for a shot, but yeah, 3rd round is going to come here in another minute or 2. So yeah, good round indeed. Good game so far. I know the matches here is, oh, good shot, Ryan. Wow. Brings it within 1. I mean, I said it earlier, I'll say it again. Anytime you can end the round, even if you lose, even if you lose, you can end the round with 1 more shot. That's still a good way to set the tone for the next round and go in with some confidence, right? Just because a round is lost doesn't mean you want to throw the disc away and bend over backwards and just say, well, I can't do anything, so I guess these guys are going to win. No, it doesn't have to be that way. You end the right way, it helps you start the right way next time. But what was I saying? The games so far, yeah, they've been actually great across all our channels from what I'm hearing. I was tuned into VRML 1 a little bit between casts here, and I know those were going pretty well, very hype. 100 plus viewers on some of those streams, and you love to see it. And yeah, true. As Wintry points out, the score differential also matters in terms of your MMR. Only slightly, granted. It's not a big difference, but over the course of a season, those point differentials can add up. So you do want to be able to keep games closer. Because, yeah, if you lose by 1 versus losing by 20, it does make a bit of a difference when it all gets added up. And Techno saying Pally has joined the Momentum Religion. Excuse me, I started the Momentum Religion. I assume you're referring to the fact that that's a word that gets used an awful lot in casts. But I dare say I kind of started that. Nonetheless, it's true. Matters a bunch. I mean, look, not to harken back on old times. I know I've done that a lot during this stream, but we do have a timeout, so we have time to talk about it. Back when I was playing on Eclipse and such, and people wondered how we were able to keep winning and keep coming back, importantly, because there were times, yeah, we were a strong team in the context of Echo back then, and people wondering in those like LAN situations, world final situations, how on more than one occasion we had come back from like a horrible round, like horrific rounds, a few different times in world finals and stuff like that. And then we come back the next round, and then we'd still win it by the end, right? And we'd come back. It's because of stuff like that, momentum. Exactly. We keep our heads in the game. We keep the hype commentary inside our own player communications, and we try to always execute the same way that we knew how, even if we're feeling like really tilted and salty at times. We still knew what our fundamental base was, right? So, okay, yeah, we're losing by a bit. Yeah, this has not gone our way, but we know how to execute. Let's reset a few times. Let's space out the floor. Let's execute the way that we do most of our matches. If we can do that, we're going to build ourselves back into being in this game and be able to come back and win. Big thing. Big factor at every level of play. Now, hold on, Discord as well, did get a ping. Okay, so because we are between rounds just by, unless I'm not mistaken, you're perfectly enabled. Either team can take 5 minutes between rounds. That's within the rules. Each team gets 1 timeout during matches throughout the entire match, right? But as far as between rounds, taking 5 minutes is perfectly allowed. Now, I'm also trying to check out anyone from on the Twitch chat there happen to be from what were the teams here? Scrolling up, A Bug's Life and someone. Moonlight Howlers, that was it. Because I had communicated with them a little bit before the stream, just saying if they were willing to wait to be streamed and move their schedule back a little bit, that I would cast them right after this match ended. Granted, it looks like this match is going on a little longer than expected. Due to, 1, the round 3, and then 2, the timeouts between rounds, which is fine. Teams are allowed to. But, yeah, so I don't know. If there's anyone in the Twitch chat happens to be from those teams, I'll still cast you if you guys are waiting, but, again, not a requirement. Anyway, also, what did I miss in chat? Why is there a bunch of walls of text now? Okay, well, whatever it is, keep it friendly at least. That's all I have to say, I guess. But anyway, classic guy saying whatever Pally is saying, do it. Well, you know, take my advice with some grains of salt, I suppose. I mean, I like to think I know what I'm talking about, but I also know for a fact that teams are like 100 times better now than when I was actively playing. So, grain of salt. But then again, I am watching these teams, right? I mean, I've casted 1,300 of these matches now in the last year and a half of VRML, so I hope it translates. It keeps me at least mentally acute, even if I'm not physically acute anymore. And trust me, I'm not. When I go and play this game between seasons and do some private games and scrims here and there, boy oh boy do I feel gas almost instantly. Game is fast now. Players are so good. Over here, it's going to be taken in the third round, start of the third round, by Ryan. Ryan, who had a lot of active hands and a lot of steals and just good positioning on the hole. There it goes. So speaking of the devil, Ryan giving them some trouble. Treble? Trouble. You know what I mean. 2-0, first score, and look at that. Much like Power in rounds 1 and 2, right? Where Power had lost the first round, but they ended the round with round 1 with a goal, and then they started round 2 with a goal. Well, look at here. Mach 5 just did the same exact thing. They ended round 2 with a goal despite losing, and they just started round 3 with a goal. As I said, things like that, it sets the tone. So let's watch how this unfolds and plays out. Missed shot, however, midfield, rebound by Oddsloth. Oddsloth over to the nest, and Superfly sending it out of there, saying, "Shoo fly, don't bother me. I'm guarding this goal with my life." Of course, as I say that, I might have jinxed it because left the goal, but Superfly back in it, and that shot a bit astray, tight corner, couldn't find the angles. Will be another rebound, though. Actually, no, punch boost coming in from Bloop, and Bloop just hopping all along the way like a bunny, and seeing if they can get that shot would have been stunning. Bloop, another rebound, and Bloop, oh no, and oh no, gets stunned by Sloth. Got past 2 players. I was gonna say that was, had Bloop done that, that would have been nasty. But good job, great job, in fact, from the defense to still be able to stay in tune. So send off into the blue. Grabbed here by Ryan. Ryan, again, 2 in a row for Ryan, opening this round. What's up, VRML2? Welcome to the stream. Fun times here. Third round yet again. I've been casting, I swear, like 80% of my matches this week have just been third rounds or overtimes. I'm happy door. Superfly over back into the launch here. They need to find their first points rather quickly. I know there's a lot of time left, but as I said, the momentum religion, right? Am I right? Cannot give up too many goals in a row because that could spell some doom. That could start a snowball, and it won't because the shot does fall for Bloop. Ever reliable, gets the 2. Alrighty, back into the midfield. Sorry about that. Into the trap taken here by Average Toast. Average Toast losing it off the head, perhaps. Ryan trying to send it back. Send it through, rather. Stacks coming in. And, oh, good interception there. Defense totally off balance and open for the goal. Average Toast puts Mach 5 up by 5 here in the third round. And Average Toast, important. An Average Toast of note, now officially stepping into the game. Average Toast was kind of hopping in and out of the Twitch chat for a while. Was even hopping in between rounds to coach a little bit, I think. But now, Average Toast in the game, as I neglected to mention and recognize earlier on. Of course, Average Toast, definitely an experienced player here, from what I recall, played on a high ping for seasons 2 and 3, I want to say. So with that, definitely bringing some experience into the mix and bringing some scorings into the mix. Some scorings, some grammars is what I'm missing tonight. It's late, 9-2. Flare, need 14k channel points for channel 1. I'm not sure I can help with that. Even if I wanted to. Or do you mean someone forgot to end the prediction poll or something? Because that maybe I could help with, but I would have to verify scores a little bit later on. First, and XZ there getting hurt. Ryan sending it back to the tunnel. Power back in control, though. XZ with an opportunity. Couldn't line it up, though. Got stunned instead. Midfield. 3 players splitting off for orange, 2 for blue. Going for that corner, but overtaken by XZ. So XZ sends it. Back into orange bubble. Hey, buddy, pal guy, need a favor. What favors? You want to get a favor? How about that pass? That's a passing favor. That's a party favor. And as mentioned earlier, this is a party on 3, especially with approaching 40 viewers now. So, night coming to a close. Week 3 coming to a close, I suppose. Rank of the teams. These teams are in gold. Power is 5-2 this season. Mach 5 is 5-2. Notable for Power, they've won 4 in a row, actually. So back into the blue zone. Finding themselves down by 4 on Powers. And trying to keep their little bit of a winning streak here alive. Handoff to Average Toast. Average Toast, the host with the most. And burning for the goal. Crispy, 11-4. Not missing is Average Toast. Has just come in and contributed over and over on these plays. Let me see here. In fact, Average Toast, 7 points. Exactly. 7 points all in this round. Doing some serious work. So back into it. Could be high gold, granted, but yes, both teams, as far as I saw, are both gold here. 5-2 record. Bloop trying to make their way up the floor. Now make no mistake, as they will not. The shot is on from XZ. Make no mistake, Power is definitely a talented team, just the same as people will attest to in the Twitch chat there. And I'll attest to. I've streamed them a few times. But as I was getting at earlier on, right? The more and more you win, and the more you win in a row, the harder and harder it gets to climb that ladder, because you're going to be placed against better and better teams. That's basically the whole theme of the ladder and VRML, right? If you're good, we're gonna cripple you. Just kidding, don't quote that, but you know what I mean. If you're too good, your matches are gonna be really tough, and tougher by the minute. That was a really good save, by the by, from Bloop. Let's see if that translates into a goal here. Grabbed by Superfly, has the lane, they need this, they got this, and it's good, just before Ryan could retrieve. Only a 3-point differential now. This has been a wonderful match, to say the least. Anyway, shout out also to Wonder, and I saw Wonder earlier, and El Nubo, there you go. See, the lack of caps made me think for a second. El Nubo, glad to have you here to the stream. And let's see, glad to have a goal open, maybe. The passes were there. They had 2 at the barrier. They still have 2 at the barrier. Need to find one of them. Oh, but no, couldn't get it. Just absolutely clamped upon. And once more, that defense all diving out. It's getting crazy. And clear into the orange zone after that mix-up. So will be Bloop working up the floor. This is a opportunity maybe to bring them closer and closer. 2 minutes remaining, and one midfielder there unable to get it initially, and everyone converging at the same time. XZ dumping it off into the orange zone. Ryan as well with a disc. Possessions exchanging to and fro. Both teams not hanging onto the disc for more than a split second. So Bloop slapping it away, and in these moments, the communication is crucial. They need to know exactly where those next passes are going before they even make the move. Bloop trying to make a move. Oh my goodness, dirty! That was one of the quickest Enders and or Dusties I've ever seen. It was so quick, I'm not even sure which it was. Get a look at the replay, maybe. Oh man, nasty. That was so quick. Ugh. A minute left. A minute left in a one-point game. Taken here by Bloop again. No, actually, Average Toast manages to find it. Oh, that's a boop shot. Attempted. Oh my goodness, that was almost in. Rebounded here by Oddsloth. Oddsloth with a dunk. They put him up by 3. Mach 5 is looking to stay alive and in this. Less than a minute left. Crunch time every single play. How have I been, Poggin? I've been dang good, dang good. Excuse my French, but especially when you get matches like this, oh man, it gets me on the edge of my seat. Oh boy, boy, boy. All right, so let's see. Let's see. Uh-oh. They see the 3, could not be the 3, but still might make it. And there it is, Ryan with that sweet, sweet release into the goal. And they can finally release their breaths because they know that they've just secured this match. Wow. High scoring round, and especially the last few minutes there. Double-digit effort for both teams. Going the full distance, down to the last minute. Power and their win streak will now end at 4. They will take a loss here. Meanwhile, for Mach 5, taking an impressive win. Definitely courtesy, in part, to Average Toast, who came in and absolutely just a cannonball, basically, in that round. I mean, scored 7 out of those first 11 points for their team. But really, amazing match. So fun. 1, 2, and 3. They've been good throughout the night. All right. Round of applause. Boy. That was fun. So, quickly, I'm checking on Discord. I don't think I ever got any communication otherwise from those 2 teams I was maybe going to stream. Who was it again? Bugs Life and Howlers. Yeah, Moonlight Howlers. So, anyone in for those teams in there? Because before I talk too much about anything else, I want to make sure that these guys are either playing or waiting before I go. So 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Like I said, one man booth kind of thing, right? So can't talk and type at the same time. Was just making sure that our potential other match we were going to stream was, I was aware whether they started or they waited, because we are a bit late, 20, 23 minutes. Not that that's a complaint, because with a match like that, I mean, you gotta stay in it for the full run. Glad I did. That said, what's going on in the Twitch chat again? Let's see, Thomas there, Wintry, Dash. Hopefully everyone enjoying Mr. Pro as well. Yeah, it was good stuff. With that, I just got pinged in Discord. They waited. Well, okay, so in that case, I'm going to go to an intermission because I have another match to be in, apparently. So do stay tuned. We'll have one more match coming up right next between Bugs Life, and Moonlight Howlers. Stay tuned. We're going to do this.
Starware. Our passion is for the future.
Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to A Bug's Life. Not the movie, but the team versus Moonlight Howlers. I'm Palidore, and we're having a howling good time tonight. I'm really glad that these teams waited. Appreciate them for that. Again, they didn't have to, by any stretch. This is much later than they initially intended to play, so whenever teams adjust, we're happy to cast them. I'm always happy to cast them, especially when it's a team that I have not casted before. It's like Pokemon. I gotta collect them all, you know? I gotta cast them all. Gotta cast them all, Pokemon. Something like that. I don't know. It's been a while. Anyways, I'm happy. Yeah, stat panel broken for Bug's Life. Weird glitch on my end. I'm aware, but I couldn't do anything about it, unfortunately. I think it's something maybe with a comma. The comma messed up my ability to automatically pull the stats in. So it's a note to self for next time. But yes, I noticed. Alas, it's okay though. Here, in fact, I'll read the full roster for you over on the website here. So the captain of the Bug's Life, of course, is Bug. Well, that said, players leaving the server now. That's not good. But yeah, captained by Bug, Grim Reaper, Spider Dash, that is. Have Lemon, Banu, and KC Girl. 89, 21, Blue 42. But yes. Now, was it something I said? How come 2 players left? What did I do? Let me go back to the Discord here. Nothing new on that end. It doesn't look like. Oh, never mind. JG answered for me. Okay, sorry. Silent for a minute because I gotta type and I can't talk. You know me. Focus. I know I can't. I've so many times where I screw up stuff for the streams. It's because I'm, here like, haha, all happy and campy, trying to not leave dead air because dead air kills me on streams. But then I'll be trying to type something and then I'll mess up whatever I'm typing like 5 different times. It's awful. I can multitask a lot in terms of casting cameras, but if I have to start thinking and typing out words, it just doesn't mix. It does not mix. So, Luke, how are the matches? Oh, they've been swell. I think 2 or 3 out of my 3 or 4. I lost count, but basically most of my matches have been round 3s. We've had another overtime or something. Pally's blessed this week. in my returning to the casting, I've gotten so many round 3s and so many overtimes. I'm set for the season already. Not really. Give me more. Don't be shy. Put some more. Bug, can we wait? My Wi-Fi just timed out. Gotcha. That said, Bug is actually back in the game. But anyways, yes. Look. These teams just waited like 40 minutes for me. I'll be here all night if you guys are waiting. Believe me. These teams haven't, I don't think have been streamed, have they? I'm pretty sure they haven't. Let me check it out. Yeah, so neither team has been streamed. They're both in the gold division. 2 and 2 for Bug's Life, it looks like, on the record sheet. And for Midnight Howlers, 2 and 3. Speaking of, we might be going 3 on 3, actually, looking at the fact that they just readied up and 3 player. Whatever the case, like I said, I'll cast a 1v1. I don't care. Team's waiting for me that long. You got me for the rest of the night. Giggity. Anyways, round 1, about to start. Sorry about that. Taking it over on Palidore on the cast. And shout out to all our casters on channels 1, 2, and 3 for streaming basically all evening on all channels. Been fun, been swell. You heard nothing, JG, as we're going into the first round, so 3 on 3. You know what? This is fitting because I just spent a lot of the last stream, a lot of the last match during the timeout talking about Echo history and the days of yore and the days of Palidore. Well, guess what? We've got ourselves a match here where we do harken back to the days of 3v3, of course. Echo VR switching up to 4v4 in the last couple of years now, year and a half, 2 years, just before VRML basically came in and got started. But before then, in the couple years prior, Echo was all about the 3v3s, both in pubs and in competitive play. So, it's a fitting throwback as someone lags back there. Not quite sure, but either way, they're trying to figure it out. The Lamb, I almost said the Law. I was like, when did the Law join? But no, the Lamb. Having some trouble, and I'm not lying. Not to be confused with the Lion and the Lamb, but alas. It's Bug trying to find Grim Reaper. And that was quite the shot from the anchor. Back to the olden days, exactly. Egret, 3v3. Well, you know, I won't lie. I mean, I was definitely a huge proponent of 4v4. Even back when Echo first came out, you can dig back in Discord. I called it. I said I think 4v4 has potential and might be viable eventually. And that was like in that was like in August or September. So, you know, humble brag. I figured it was going to 4v4. Just the nature of these type of sports, right? You figure as the game grows, as the community grows, eventually we would see it. That said, though, what you don't like to see is a 2v3. No, sir. But I don't mind 3v3. It's interesting in junctures when we do get those kind of matches. As a shot just missing there. It's interesting to see. In fact, I've actually had 2 matches that were 3v4s this week. But curiously, both of those matches ended up in the team who started with 3 players winning in 3 rounds. So I'm not one to doubt the possibilities. Possibilities are endless here in Echo. That said, these passes are very endless for Bug's life. Trying to make a play happen and maneuvering as they can around this 2-player squad. Lemon in there saying, how I wish Combat would. Combat would what? I missed context on there. Combat would something. Fun fact, technically speaking, I'm the first Echo Combat champion. Sort of. Bug's life with a score. It's Bug up by 4. Technically. Now, I won't say world champion, because the thing is, it was an exhibition thing that we did for Echo Combat before it even was established competitively, right? So, I'm not going to take away. The actual champions, really, V Respawn, back in the day. And some of those players still involved. Kaznaz in particular. You might know Kaznaz in that Master Division here in VRML, but Echo Combat champion as well. The first actual world champion. I was just the exhibition champion. But nonetheless, I was kind of hoping and waiting to see if maybe they went with a timeout here on Moonlight Howlers and try to get a fourth or third back, third or fourth for that matter. We're unable to do so, however. Nerb Nipper asking where's Lamb. So yeah, there were some lag issues and causing a raid issue. It's 1-2-8. And 8 up that goal, if nothing else. Great save. 1-2 great. The question is, can they turn this some way, somehow into offense? That would be the struggle, because even if they do play defense here, I mean, 1 stun and they're done, basically, right? I mean, there you go. Stranded. And that is tough at times. And, that would be even tougher. Oh, no. Grim Reaper, stop it. They got the anchor shot. We got the behind-the-back fling. Grim Reaper just showing the floor awareness all over the place. JG saying it's so quiet. It's too quiet. Well, I'm trying my darndest to not be that way. I think you mean in the arena, yeah. Indeed, it does get rather awkwardly quiet when there's only 5 players on the floor in total. And as I say that, look at that. Reverse caster's curse. My words are really failing me. I'm sorry, I've been talking for way too long across the last few hours. But the Lamb has joined back. That is the important factor here, because now we've got ourselves a much more manageable 3v3 once again. The Lamb is the law, says Luke. I was saying that. Like it honestly looks like the law visually, right? It reads as if it's the law, at least in the arena. So I was very confused at first, but nonetheless, the law. And closing the books, it's 1-2-8. Once more, able to secure a save and then clear it down the lane. So twice now. Very nice defense from Moonlight Howlers. Definitely Moonlight crowding those discs. They might even have an opportunity at a goal here. Let's see. So grabbing the stacks, it's Delcent with a disc, sending it over to the Lamb. The Lamb, with a stun, double stun actually, with Bug, and then taking a nice tap boost. That was really interesting. The Lamb working the way down the floor, and the Lamb saying, yes, I can. So 6-2, and the first couple of points now for Moonlight Howlers after a rough start. And a lot of that, again, just due to the lack of a third player. But now that it's back to full 3v3, it's anyone's match for sure. Blue Wolf cheering on the team in the Twitch chat. Welcome, Blue Wolf, and again, thank you guys for waiting. I'm sorry that rosters couldn't be all full and such, but yeah, you guys didn't have to, but I'm glad that you did. Getting a look here at the awesome defense from Moonlight Howlers, and a Bug's Life just as well with the persistence on the offense. It's Bug from that right lane, passing it over to the Bowtie. Grim Reaper working their way in, and it's working its way out. Thanks to the defense from the Lamb, the Law Lamb, going for the dives. And there it is again. The Lamb. No, see, I should not have said that because now I'm actually going to confuse myself. The Spider with the disc, okay? Spider. That much I can read. Spider at the sidewall, looking for that pass over. Oh, somehow breaking free. Bug off the head. So Bug getting squashed, it seems. And Spider just as well. How come it took me this long to realize Bug and Spider are on the same team? So Bugs indeed. And they'll be hopping like Bugs Bunny for the goal. Spider, 8-2. Nice goal. Like, it didn't occur to me, and shame on me, it did not occur to me that Bug and Spider are both part of Bug's Life. But where does the Grim Reaper fit into the mix here? Is there such a thing as a Grim Reaper for a Bug? That is the question. Nonetheless, not to mention Wolf. Wolves aren't bugs, usually. But whatever the case is, working their way up the floor, there's the Lamb. The Lamb, oh, ducking and shooting, but saving. Bug the save. And a little cheer as well, a little dance in the goal. I love it. I love it. Great save coming in, and see if they can turn it into offense. Look at that. Did a dance on the way in, and now maybe a goal on the way out. They've got the numbers, and seeing if they can recover. Bug, 10-2. Bug's Life. They're in the lead, even more so than they were just a minute ago. Lemon saying, well, to be fair, none of us are 3v3 players. Also, fair point as well, you know, because this was also a discussion on some of the 3v3 or 4v3 matches I casted the other day, and someone threw out the question, I forgot who it was. I think it was one of our other casters, but it was mentioning maybe it's worth practicing these 3v3s a little bit here and there, because inevitably in online gaming, you're going to run into these situations at some point in your Echo career. Probably multiple times, in fact, where you are outnumbered for some indiscriminate amount of time. And when that time happens, you want to be able to have some sort of a strategy, whether it's some sort of set plays or even just a stall strategy. I know it's difficult, but you want to be able to accommodate that if you can. And again, in fairness, I don't think many teams, if any teams, actually do. Very few probably do. But it was an interesting question to raise, whether it's worth practicing 3v3 still here and there, just to be able to work your way around. Oh, as the shot goes down again. Grim Reaper, that's the second time we've seen an anchor shot. Two-pointer this time, but they're still up by 10. Looking good. Cyanide, 3v3 time warp, accurate. Yes, yes, yes. Really, fittingly, because I was talking a lot about nostalgic things in 3v3 just in the last match, so I think I willed it into existence some way, somehow, but willing themselves into the front of the field, no one in the goal. Walk in for Bug. Watch your step. 14-2. So for the side of blue, on Moonlight Howlers here, trying to get it going. I mean, again, the Lamb, and Cyanide, don't be confused. It is a Lamb. It looks like the Law, but it's not the Law. But the Lamb putting in some points. 1, 2, 3, AJ had 2 or 3 great saves right in front of the goal. So, I mean, you know, we're seeing some stuff. Delcent, I believe, scored in there once as well. And just the point is, they're showing some stuff, but not able to get it going. Ultimately. Defense only lasts for so long. That is the main point, and I know a recurring theme I mention probably too frequently, right? But hey, that's how Echo goes. Can have some great saves, but if you can't get the clear, can't find your stacks, all of that goodness just gets undone in an instant. But anyway, round 1 in the books here, so back to The score screen courtesy of our good friends at IgniteVR.gg with their Spark application providing the statistics, the logos, so on and so forth. All the good stuff. Making our lives easier. So, as we wait for the next round to start here, Hogan cannot believe their golf. Me neither. This is Echo. This golf. No, gold. But anyway. Yeah, Jinx. Is that how you pronounce your name? That's Jinx, right? Speaking of Jinx, see, I'm willing everything into existence. I talk about it, and then it appears on stream. Or the Twitch chat. I love it. Talking about casters, Jinxes, and there's a Jinx in chat. Talk about 3v3s, and then my next match is a 3v3. Anyone want to win the lottery today? I'll give you some numbers. They probably won't work, but I'll give you some numbers. I'll give you another number, 2. We're going, not number 2, but we're going into round 2. Excuse me. All right, back into the match, guys, and never you mind. So, let's see. First joust. Oh, no, no, no. A goal from 29 meters. A missed time on the dive. And what a way to start. Boy, oh boy. Spider, spider, spider. All right, well, the itsy bitsy spider scored a big, big 3. Off into the races, apparently. What a way to start the round. Let's see how this one pans out now. Roll out to the Lamb. The Lamb getting stunned, though. Bug and Spider trying to connect there on the stacks. If anyone has chemistry, you'd figure it would probably be them. Inverting there is Spider on that ceiling. And eyeing down the prey. Stinging the goal, 5 points on the way. So yeah, I'll throw that, by the way, Luke, if you're still here, I'll throw the question back at you. Although I already know the answer, because I was kind of hanging out there on stream in between some matches and heard you guys raving, but it sounds like your VRML 1 streams, the matches tonight, were quite competitive as well. I was there for that, oh no, I forgot the name. Ember, because I remember Dimwee's pun. And Rush, yes, I was there for that match. That was awesome for the couple rounds that I was there for it. So hope that that went well on your guys' stream. I know JG was there and streaming on too. Hopefully JG, that your matches went well, just as well. Let me know. I'm curious. So many matches I can't keep up with them all, but I'm glad to hear it's going good. That was bad grammar. I had to pause for a minute, but going well. Grim Reaper, not going as well on the shot, but the rebound here will be had. It looks like Bug able to maintain possession. Jump! Throwing in a jump! Did you know Bugs could do that? I'm sorry, way too many. But Bugs up by 7 now. Bugs life, that is. And Moonlight Howlers need to put together some scores here soon if they can. I know they had those issues in round 1. Started off 2v3, and in fairness as well, that's that kind of thing. It will throw a team off rhythm mighty fast if you start, go into a match with the intention or the the thought that, hey, we're going to go in as a full 4v4 or 3v3, whatever the case is. And then if it doesn't happen, that could really throw you off your game and off your rocker. The shots! Oh, the self-pass, never mind. Delcint. Magnificent. Able to, ding at first, but able to recover. Had the reaction time to say, whoops, here it goes. I'm going to play some cleanup game. They're within 5. They needed that score. They got that score. Thing of beauty. By the way, chat, the ranks and stats and such will be messed up a little bit for Bug's life there. Weird error on our end. I think it might have been the commas in your name, honestly. Not your fault, but just of note, I could not pull your name and stats automatically like I normally do. So it'll be something that we can fix. But for now, fixing for a goal, it's Spider. 9-2. Had the defense right on the feet as well, but managed to get rid of it right on time. But yeah, the overlay thing was all us. Don't not anything you guys did in particular. Don't worry. Now, of course, that's gonna be a little bit of a worry. Bug coming in off the stun and joust, defensive joust turning into an offensive joust. It seems. Big takeaway. Just coming out with speed. Hey, to see that in 3v3 also. Even more unusual. That means you have to be extra fast with your stacks at times. That said, taking it here is 1-8. Wait a minute. Did I just miss another pun? 1 to 8. 1 to wait? Is that the idea? 1 to wait. Oh my. Nonetheless, whoa, what a save coming in. Delsint, I believe, and then getting it past as Grim Reaper. Gosh, I'm missing puns left and right. Was that the intention? 1 2. I was kind of wondering. Why does this player's name seem so randomly put together? 1 to wait. boy. Anyways. Back into it. 5 minutes left in this second round. Trying to play a bit of catch up as they duck through. There's 1 to wait, not waiting at all. And off that quick release, they did have the Lamb on the other side, but was not able to track that disc quite there. Delsint intercepting there. And even better, those midfield clears, always a risk. That's going to bounce the way of the Lamb, but not into the goal. It was a very tight angle. Side panel, rebounded by Grim Reaper. Grim Reaper has been putting on some scores, to say the least. And so have these folk, Bug and Spider. They are attached at the limb. And limb and limb and limb. But 15 to 2, it's in. Let's see, just catching up, JG said, all super close, great to hear on your games on Channel 2, and then Luke, all of them went well and kept 90 plus viewers even after Kings and Kang. Did you guys confuse yourselves at all during that? King, Walla Walla Bing Bang? Someone had better have said that, or else I regret not putting myself on that cast. Oh, that would have been great. Anyways, glad to hear it went well. But yeah, I was tuning in for some of them, and these matches on Channel 3, as I've been saying, I've had multiple round threes, 2 or 3 of them, and I've had an overtime as well. They've been phenomenal. What a way to close out Sunday night in Week 3. Glad to hear it. So over into the tunnel. It's Spider with a recovery. Has Bug in that tunnel. Does not go for the pass, however. Maybe just going for the weirdest kind of bounce shot. I mean, it went kind of close to the goal. Right at that barrier. Taken by Spider. Spider has that one-on-one. And Spider piping hot now. 17 points for Bug's life. No. Ooh-ee, ooh-ah-ah, ting-tang. Walla Walla King Kang. Because, you know, New York Kings and Kangarillas. That was one of the points of nervousness for me if I ever cast those teams. Like, even when I was casting the Kings earlier in the week, it was very hard for me to say Kings and not Kang. Because I'm so used to just saying Kang and abbreviating it that way all the time. Anyway, neither here nor there. Recovery here with 3 minutes left, and a runaway game for Bug's life in this 3 versus 3 situation, but still trying to put up some points if they can. I mean, again, I give credit to Moonlight Howlers. They've been putting in some pretty good defense in junctures. They've had some nice saves, some good dives, but as, again, is often the case, you can save once, twice, thrice, but if the other team keeps getting the disc back again, eventually that shot is going to go down, and that will kill a defense, and it will kill the flow of a game. But they've definitely had some nice defensive stints, and they've shown that ability. I think maybe 4v4 could be a different story as well. Never know. Spider though, 19 to 2. Kind of flirting with the mercy situation soon, so trying to stave that off for Moonlight. Thomas saying, I met Bug officially in the lobby the other day. See her everywhere. Jinx saying, Bug is super awesome. Well, good to hear. I get that impression too, if nothing else, from the brief moments I heard of the player comms before I joined Spectator and Muted. And also in the fact that these teams waited so long to be streamed. That said, a shot there, careening off that pole. Rebounded at the root by Grim Reaper. Grim Reaper had a couple anchors. Will they do it again? No, just outer edge of the bubble there, going for a slinger. But missing there, barely. Short range boost from Delsint. Delsint trying to relocate. That disc as well, handing it off, sending it off rather. Bug and Spider, who do get some regrabs in, miss that third or fourth, but they'll still get there with plenty of time. Certainly some space in the goal. A tap shot, another ding. Had a few really close ones for Bug in the last minute, but all just going left, right, but not center. Let's see though. Another chance here for Spider. Spider using those spider limbs, maneuvering all around before finding the pass, and there's the anchor to end the round. Grim Reaper with the Anchor 3. And that will be the match. What a way to end it there. And 22-2. Again, I would have loved to see this be a full 4v4 type game. 3 rounds like you've been getting all night, you know, but so it goes sometimes. Going to happen to all teams at some point or the other. You're going to find those situations. Either way, they made the most of it. Full credit to Bugs Life and Howlers, Midnight Howlers. And we're going to go to this score screen here. And same case again, I do want to seriously shout out and thank the teams for waiting. As always, it's not a requirement to do so, but you know, I don't know. I guess it's a mutual thing, right? Teams want to be casted, and as a caster, I want to cast. So it's a mutual type of thing, but I'm hoping that didn't play a part in why we got a 3v3 also. Like, I'd feel a little bit guilty is all. But nonetheless, it was a good match, all things considered. Got to look at some players that I otherwise have not been able to get a look at before. I got to look at some players that I thought were players I knew, like the Lamb, not the Law. But, yeah. This, ideally, hopefully, will not be the last time I stream these teams. I don't anticipate it. Again, I'm back on the cast now, hopefully with more frequency from here on out on the season. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Ranks are completely broke. Are they completely broken or just on Bugs Life? Because, let me see here real quick. I'll look it up. Howlers, 1080, 2 and 3. Oh, it looks like it's accurate, I think. Yeah, on Moonlight Howlers. Bugs Life rankings and stats are broken, but that's just because a weird glitch in pulling the stats. Yeah, I already saw it like before the stream started. I just couldn't do anything about it is all. But yes. Oh, the stars? Are you sure? Are you saying they're broken like on the overlays or broken on the website? Well, I'm sorry for breaking things if it was me. If it's not me, then blame Skinny. Skinny's fired. Oh, the website. Okay. Well, good. Not my fault then. All right. I'm good, as long as I didn't mess up. Like I said, I always get anxiety over that. I always think I'm breaking something somewhere somehow. All right, good to know. So apologies for any inaccurate overlays. I'm sure they will be fixed soon. And if they're not, you can still blame Skinny, by all means. Great cast, Dimwee. Have a good night. How dare you? Dimwee. Dimwee. You know, I was tempted to make like a Dimwee impression. It'd probably come out offensive. I don't think I do a good Dimwee. I'm just gonna leave it at that. All right. Wait, I got a good Dimwee impression. Oh, that's so tough. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'll leave it alone. Ding. Anyways, all right. So I've been Palidore. This has been VR Master League Channel 3. Thank you for joining us on channels 1, 2, and 3, and venues yesterday. Mathematical time and all that good stuff. We're out of it. Skinny is fired. Other memes, puns, rhymes, and all of the above. A lot of love for you guys in Twitch chat. It's been great. I'm gonna get out of here before someone fires me. So be happy, healthy, safe, and be good to each other. I'll see you again in week 4.
And we're underway.
Season 4 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, VRware, Rebuff Reality, VR Cover, and ProTube VR.